Once you've shot the video for your project, you need to save those files to your project folder. Here's how to do that. First, insert your SD card into the card slot on the side of the computer. Be sure to avoid the DVD slot. If your card falls inside there, it's a huge pain to get it out. The card should appear on your desktop as CAM SD. If you open the card in the Finder, you'll see there are two folders, one called DCIM and one called Private. What you want to do is copy the entire Private folder to a location inside your project folder. In Finder, it's really easy to copy files because you can just click and drag this between two locations. So I'm going to go to Documents, I'm going to go to Broadcast 1, Your Hour, Huet's project, and I will drop it in there. Once you've copied, it's important to give this folder a descriptive name while it's fresh in your mind. What are the contents of this card? Is it basketball footage? Is it an interview with Mrs. Adams? Whatever it is. In this case, it's just test footage that I'm going to use. So I'm going to call this test import footage. So I'll know what's inside this folder when I go to import this footage. Okay? Be as specific as possible when you're naming your folders, and avoid names like video or stuff or as digital, because why bother? If you're going to name it, actually name it. Once I've saved my footage to my folder, the next thing I need to do is import it into Premiere Pro. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use the media browser here inside Premiere Pro. Ordinarily, it's a tab down here in my project pane. If you don't see it down here, you can go to Window and select Media Browser from the options. This is a handy way to recover any windows that are missing from the Premiere Pro interface. If you lost something, this is how you can bring it back. In the media browser, I'm going to navigate to the location of this folder. In this case, it's saved in Macintosh HD, it's saved in my user folder, and it's saved in Documents, Broadcast 1, Your Hour, Huet's project, and you can see there's test import footage. If I open that folder, you'll see there are my two video files. There they are. Okay. Now to import these into my project, I'm just going to select both of them. I can draw a box around them like this. I can command click just to select both of them. Once I've done that, I can right click and import. Import, and you'll see I get an import dialog, and then if I click back on my project, there they are. There are my two video clips. And now I'm almost ready to edit. I don't have a sequence over here. It says timeline, no sequence. And that's because I did not make a sequence yet. The way to make a sequence that matches the screen resolution and frame rate of this existing clip is to grab this video clip and drag it down to the new item icon and drop it on there. And I'll get a new sequence that matches exactly my footage. I can give this sequence a name, test import sequence, and I'm good to go. And that's how you get your video from your card into your project folder, and from your project folder into your project.